More time. Now, this is over goal setting. This is not over the daily reflections. I just did that one and it'll be uploaded in just a minute. The reason why I'm doing this one right here is for my team and for others out there that just need a little kick in the butt sometimes to get them up and moving. You need to know what to do, how to do it, and where to do it at. In fact, I may even use my whiteboard. I don't know. If anybody likes this one, I love it. But here's the deal. Remember, in life, nothing is free, okay? If you do nothing, you get nothing. If you do nothing and expect nothing, you're going to get nothing. We do not live in a society of people that what? What it's in it for me, okay? There are too many privileged, spoiled, rotten, people out there that think that I'm going to take, and never give back, never give back. You need to get that out of your head. You cannot be one of those people if you're going to be successful in life. If you want to be successful in life, you have to find the true leaders of life and who they are. You got to know where to go, what to do. It doesn't matter what business is in. There's a gentleman by the name of Jim Rohn. A lot of people have heard of it. He used to be with Herbalife. But every single business and marketing company, everywhere, it doesn't matter who they are, they all talk about Jim Rohn and how great he was, okay? There are so many leaders and so many great people out there that teach us what to do, how to do it every day. But if you actually listen to everybody, their tones of voice may be different. Their energy levels may be different. Like Tony Robbins and everything else. These people are awesome and outstanding, but they all have the same message, okay? Now, tonight, I'm going to tell you who my leaders are, who my friends are, who have taught me to be who I am today. I always give praise to God and everything else. That's great. God's been there for me, but He's put motivation in certain people that have been a part of my life. And I became an executive director in Legal Shield as of November 1st, 2016. What does that mean? That means I have hit the top rank. Now, I am nobody important. I am just somebody that will not quit, will not give up, and always gives 110% to my team. And I always do my best to try my best to listen to those leaders. Now, when I came into this business, and this is not a business talk either, by the way. This is just strictly a live broadcast over how you can maybe, if you want to, go about your life and set goals for yourself. Now, first off, the people in my life that have been there for me, Rich Ellerman, he brought me into the business. Now, he was a Marine, and guess what? When he brought me into the business, I don't even think he knew what I was going to do next. And I'm very grateful for him because he has never left my side. He is a Marine Corps vet, okay? He is an awesome husband, a great dad, and somebody that I look up to. But of course, I look up to my own dad. My own dad is awesome, has always been there for me, and has always been an outstanding person. But Mr. Rich Ellerman is one of those people within the business I am in, or any other business that you want to look at, that you got to get on his page and you got to pay attention to him. What he says makes sense. It resonates with a lot of people. Now, he is the communicator. I'm going to refer to him as a great communicator, okay? Now, the other person that I look up towards, there's two people that kind of go side by side. One goes one way, another goes another way, but they are two great mentors that you need to understand where I get some of my strengths, besides from my family, okay? The other one, his name is Alan Roman, okay? And Alan is one of the number one producers in all of the business that I'm in. But Alan is one of those people that is dedicated and loyal to his companies and the people that are around him. He demands trust and respect because that's what he gives and that's what he omits from him, which means he knows what he's doing. He's dead serious on helping people. And guess what? Whenever he talks, you need to listen. And he's one of these people that has brought me on. And trust me when I say, I had several times, I'm sure he'd like to beat me over the head with a baseball bat. But he is a true leader because he leads from the front. Just like Rich, he leads from the front. Now, why do these people, and you've never heard of them, know who they are? Because we're so used to all those names out there, you need to know who are the people on the front lines today fighting in different businesses that you need to pay attention to. I'm not going to bring up any presidential candidate or anything else like that, but you've got to look at it like this. You want to succeed in life, you need to go and follow those that are succeeding already and then emulate them. Basically, watch what they're doing, focus on them, and then take what they're doing and put it into your everyday life. Alan Roman is this particular person. He is somebody of character. He is somebody that is outstanding, upstanding, and guess what? He'd give you the shirt off his back if you deserved it. Now, Alan is one of these people. The reason why I'm an executive director today in my company, him and Rich have basically been molding me, but they've also seen that I've got a lot of energy in me, and I'm one of those people that it's hard to basically sit down to teach because I'm not very coachable. But some that, you know what, when you look at real leaders, I'm the most coachable person of them all. Now, I told you there's two different ways. Alan is all serious business. The other one is about long-term business, and that is Brian Carruthers. Brian Carruthers is one of those inspirations that you have to have in your life. Brian Carruthers is one of those that, you know what's funny? He tells everybody, hey, catch me if you can, catch me if you can. But guess what? He's still in the trenches with us. He's still out there learning, making mistakes, falling forward. First thing to write down, you must fail in order to succeed. You must fail in order to succeed. I am sure and I know that Brian has failed many, many times. But you want to know something? He's also one of the #1 producers in his business also. And he comes from a background of success. But he has taken that and molded it into an image to help other people. Now, he doesn't have to help anybody do anything at all. The guy's set for life. But he chooses to stay in the trenches with us because he loves to help people. So, next thing, helping people. You must be humble. You must be wanting to help people. Why do you want to help people and not ask anything in return? So many people are so greedy. It's always with, what's in it for me? Well, I'm going to tell you what's in it for you. Nothing. Nothing is in it for you. Get it out of your head. Get rid of every one of your possessions and know if you can do it, you can do it with nothing at all. Every time you set a goal, you have to quit thinking what's in it for me and just know that that finish line you can accomplish because you put your mind to it. But it's not for you. Then who's it for, you might say? It can be for anybody, but you got to quit asking things in return. You got to quit expecting a big, large payday. You got to say, if I help this person, you got to say, if that military over there guy, you know, if I go and talk to him, you know what, I'm going to get... No, quit acting like it's in for you. Be humble. Be a person of character. Be a person that doesn't get walked on, but also knows that you cannot be a bully to succeed in life. And that everything will come back to you in full. So if the more positive you put out, it will come back. But you can't expect it. You can't be doing it for that reason or reason at all. And Brian Carruthers is one of these men that's out there. And he takes on cases after case after case after case after person after person. But let him know, look, I'm going to show you how to do it. Because I want you to succeed. I'm not going to get paid by what you tell me or show me. But I want you to succeed. And this guy has such a big heart, and he's got such a mindset that he takes so much emotion, he puts it in it, and he goes. So you got to get on board with people like Brian Carruthers, because he wrote a book, okay? And you've got to find his books and stuff because he wrote it for you, and he didn't even have to. And everybody's like, well, he makes money. You know what else? Something? Everybody makes money off everything. But guess what? If he ever stopped everything today, he'd be just fine. Why is he out there in the trenches? Because he loves helping people, and he's teaching us how to do it the right way, the proper way, for any business that we're in anywhere else, and for goal setting and for going after people, okay? So I want you to understand that people like Building an Empire is one of his books. Go out there and get it. He also wrote a book showing you how to save your money, how to earn your money. You know, if you have a $5 budget, you can't live on a $10 expense account. You see what I'm saying? You got to get around common sense people. Rich Ellerman, common sense person. Jeff, if you do this, you can do it, and you can do it the right way. Alan, if you go out there and you write memberships, you can make money, and if you do this and this, you're going to be successful, but you have to put the work involved. Brian, hey, you got to go out there and you got to love people. You got to go out there and be honest with people. You got to go out there and show people respect. Even if they do not show you respect, you must show them respect at all times. You must always keep the brand clean, the image clean, and your image clean. You must go talk to people the way they want to be talked to and not talk at with them, but you need to talk with them, and you have 2 ears to listen. I'm still conquering that one, by the way. But these are great persons. The other person has no bearing on me whatsoever. In other words, other than being a great guy and for who he is, his name's Chris Hughes. Now, why is Chris Hughes important? Well, because when I first met Chris Hughes, I was in Cancun. I got to go on a trip, and basically I went down to Cancun, and I met Chris down there. I had no clue who the heck he was. He was just a really nice guy. We played volleyball together. You know, his kids are all great, you know, and I was like, okay, why not? And quite frankly, we just became friends. And then I saw how motivating he was. I still didn't know who he was. I just saw that every day he just wanted people to really do good, you know? He wasn't trying to preach to the choir. He wasn't trying to take advantage of anybody. He just generally wanted to put good stuff out there, positive stuff out there. So I started looking at how I was representing my life because I was like, you know, so many people go through so many hard times. Sometimes we don't see what we're actually reflecting onto others. We don't see what we're pushing out there. We just know that whatever our mood is, that's what we're going to get out there. Now, going back to Brian, he basically says, look, if you're having a bad day and you're in a bad mood and you've got bad thoughts, stop business. Stop doing what you're doing because all you're going to do is it's going to wear off on other people. So Chris Hughes is out there and he's sitting there getting on these calls and the phone conferences and he's inside all, you know, the guy, and then all of a sudden he talks to me and then all of a sudden I learned that he's one of the top in our company. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But you want to know something? I'm a Marine, so I could care less if somebody's the top of a company or the bottom of the company. I'm going to treat them the same no matter what. It's just that kind of the Marine Corps attitude we have in us. But this guy is phenomenal, and his team is so lucky to have him. They're blessed to have him. And you know, when I hit executive director, now, to be fair, Alan Romans congratulated me, and he made sure to let me know that he was impressed with what I did. And that was awesome. That was probably one of the best things I could get. Other than my Rich putting out there, you know, putting me first before him. He didn't have to do that. And that was awesome. I love him for it. And then Brian out there doing the exact same thing. Jeff, hey, how do you know, I love those guys. Those guys are awesome. They are in the fields today. That's why I'm bringing them up. And these are people that you need to seek out and find out what they're doing. But then you got Chris Hughes. You know what? He left me a voice message today telling me congratulations when I was actually thanking him for helping motivate me to just keep me motivated and keep me going. And those are the people that I wanted to mention today and how great they are and how loving they are. And they all have great families. Brian's wife always remembers my daughter Gracie. You know, and most leaders don't do that. And his wife is always asking me how my daughter's doing and everything else. She knows it's my reason why, but she doesn't know me from Adam. But you want to know something? They took a caring interest in what we're doing, and it causes me to get even more motivated. Step 3, get people motivated by being positive with them, and you would be surprised how many people will follow you into a burning fire and back out just because you were nice to them, just because you motivated them. You can't give up on people. Not everybody's going to have the same viewpoints as you. Not everybody is going to be able to talk your language. Not everybody is going to have the same viewpoints as you. But that doesn't mean you can't respect them and be nice to them. During this political cycle we got going on right now, I have friends on every side. And I've made it very clear I am not going to make my Facebook page or anything else part of a political propaganda machine. But I have friends out there that argue back and forth, and I made it very clear, look, these are my friends. Whatever side they go for, that's their business, and they're allowed and entitled to their opinion, their vote, on how they vote. And guess what? My friends respect me for that because I respect them. It may not be what I agree with, but I respect them for it. And that is what my leaders, my mentors, my dad, my family have all taught me. You must respect people when you go out there. Everybody's like, Jeff, how can you go out there and be so easy? And how can you take 100%? Or what? You know why? Because I generally care about people. If you are fake to people, they will see that, they will read it, and they will kick you out of their lives, just like they're going to kick you out of their mind because they don't care about you. Because you didn't care about them. You faked it. You faked the funk in order to get somewhere, and guess what? You were caught. Busted. You're no longer have anything to do with you. If you lie, cheat, or steal, they're going to have nothing to do with you. On the other hand, you can always ask forgiveness, and you can always show genuine humiliation. Now, do I still have bullies in life, and I go out there, they don't have a clue what I do anymore? And they all think they're macho. They want to back up to me because, you know, we all fall on hard times. We've all had problems. We have all been into those areas to where we've been so low that we never thought we could get back up. And then there's some people that still think we're there and they want to keep us there because that is how they bully. Well, guess what? I will let them measure me based on my success and based on how I treat other people. Eventually, bullies will go away. Eventually, they no longer can bully you because you don't let them into your mind. Never waste space in your mind. Remember, the most important thing you have is your time and time management. So when you're setting goals, when you get people in your life, you must let positive people in your life. The people I just told you, from Rich, Alan, Chris, Brian, these people are great. Now, another one that's been very, very super motivating for me is Melissa Wilder. Okay? If you want to know somebody that is great with people, you need to get on like Melissa Wilder. Now, one of my great friends, and she's a mentor to me too, and she doesn't even know it, is Tanya Mack. Okay? All these people, you notice there's so many because we all have so many different things we got to get through. Now, what is my lesson on this? My lesson is you've got to find the people that motivate you to get around them. You cannot be around negative people. If you're around negative people, you need to get around new people. And as hard as that is, a lot of people are like, oh, they're my friends. Great. Your friends are pulling you down. They're not letting you out. I always give the example of a lobster trap. Did you know lobster traps do not have lids? Why? Because the other lobsters around them pull them down. They keep pulling them down. There's nothing anybody can do about it. So why on earth do you need a lid? If you get out, you're free. But guess what? You got 20 others. Don't be a sheep to society. You want to get out there and set goals for yourself. Read a book, 10 pages of a good book every day. Doesn't matter as long as it is a worthwhile book, a motivating book, and guess what? You'll start picking up a better vocabulary. You'll start learning new lessons that you can apply in life. Sometimes you have to turn the TV off and you have to strike this thing up in here. This is what's going to be the best workout for you. You have to build from here, strengthen this, and then the outside of your body too. You always have to maintain a certain appearance. Look, life is hard. We understand that. Everybody's going to have an opinion. Not everybody's going to want what you have. Not everybody's going to appreciate your kindness. But if you continue it, you'll learn that there's 355 million people in the United States alone. Do you think I'm going to be worried about 5, 10, even 50,000 people that may not like me or like what I care about? No. And that's what you got to do. You don't need to have what they say, oh, I got thick skin. Great, have thin skin. I'd rather have thin skin and let people in than ever keep everybody out, because you never know who needs you the most. You never know what kind of influence you're going to have on somebody. Now, the reason why I'm doing this particular video is because those men I just talked to you about have had influence on my life. Okay, and they have had influence on my business and my business structure. They've had, and every single one of them, they're great fathers. But you look at what they do in their lives, and now all of a sudden they're setting examples. They're great role models. Okay, they're going out of their way to help people when they don't have to. And I will tell you this right now: they are great human beings for it because they ask nothing in return. And because they've asked nothing in return, they've made it to the top. And they're still going on strong, because the people on the top, they know it's lonely up there because not too many people up there. So guess what? They want as many people to come with them as possible. No, this is not about business. This is just about life in general. Be polite to people. Be courteous to people. It's not going to hurt you to start changing your vocabulary to where you get rid of a lot of the cuss words. Why do you need to cuss to get something out there? Yes, do I do it once in a while? Yes, I do, because sometimes if I've got to explain drunk driving to somebody, I'm going to flat out let them know that's unacceptable. There is no excuse for drunk driving. So yes, I get a little more verbal on that. Do I get emotional when I'm talking about wills and everything like that too? Yes, I do. Because I know of Marines and I know people that need, they need extra help. Every day in life, you do not have to help just yourself or your team. Why not help a stranger? Why not give more to somebody that you will not benefit from? It'll come back to you. And sometimes it just comes back to you because you feel good about it. We're all grown adults now. We must treat everybody like grown adults. Get rid of this image of male, female, gay, straight, because guess what? I've got several friends that are gay. I got friends that are straight. I got friends that are bisexual. I got friends that are Christians, Catholics, Hindu, you name it, Buddhist, even some Jehovah's Witnesses, believe it or not, and Mormons. I feel my journey in life is great because I've allowed all these people in, and that's what makes it great. We always said the United States is the breadbasket of the world. In other words, we get a little bit of everybody from everything. You need to treat your life like that too. You got to let a little of everybody in, because you never know who you're going to run into. If somebody doesn't speak the same language as you, so start figuring things out. That's the fun part of it. So each time you fall, you got to get back up. You have to find yourself a decent mentor. You have to find somebody that is willing to give you the time of day. If you're not willing to give others the time of day, then do not expect anybody else to give you the time of day. Time is the most important thing we have. Now, one of my favorite sayings comes from Brian Carruthers. You can count the seeds in an apple, but you cannot count the apples in a seed. You can count the seeds in an apple, but you cannot count the apples in a seed. So every time you're talking to somebody, you don't know what kind of influence you're going to have and what kind of influence they're going to have. You don't know what kind of day they're having. So when you're out there and you need to do more with your life, you need to set your goals with life. You need people in your life that are willing to pull you along even when you're not able to. You need to help those that cannot help themselves, because one day you're not going to be able to help yourself, and everybody you help will actually pull you along. Those people that go against, different avenues, they want their rights protected, but they're not willing to protect somebody else's rights. So when their rights are now being infringed upon, why should those people you didn't help come to your defense? If you're wanting more to get ahead in life and you're wanting to do more with your business, or, if you don't help anybody, they're not going to help you. So, sure, you might lift 20, 30, 100 people to the top, but all it does is take one person to reach down to help you up. Yes, the other ones might have been greedy. Who cares? It just takes one to help you up to the top. Every day in life, set your goals. Every day in life, read a good book. Every day in life, do a little bit more than what you did yesterday. If you're going to go work out, then you work out hard and you give your blood, sweat, and tears to that workout. And then the next day, show up again. And then the next day, show up again. Eventually, your body will show it to you. Eventually, you keep reading the books. Your mind, you don't have to go to college to be a smart person. You do not have to go to a vocational school to be a knowledgeable person of stuff. All you have to be is willing to open up yourself to learn, listen, and get the job done. If you don't agree with something, say it. But those people that know you and they know you don't have there's no offense in you saying that, they understand. They want you to ask questions. They want you to challenge them. Brian Carruthers, I guarantee you right now, he keeps challenging everybody to come after him. Is it going to happen? It could. Nobody has written tomorrow's rules. All you have to know is every day you get out of bed, you got to be grateful and thankful. And every day you must set your goals higher and higher and keep achieving. And then bring other people with you. You must bring other people with you whenever you're goal setting. You must bring people with you. The reason why is because when you are at your lowest, like in the Marines, the reason why we fight in pairs, the reason why we're always in platoons and squads and fire teams, is because we know that we're only as good as our weakest link. And guess what? If you're out there working out, if you're going into a cardio workout, you're going to the weight session, if you're going into all this stuff, you can't give up. But if you have a partner with you to push you and keep pushing you, you're going to make your goals. You're going to achieve. But you got to get your butt out of bed. You got to freaking keep moving forward, and you can't give up. If you give up, the only person that you're giving up on is yourself. Go out and find these people I just told you about. Go out and find their web pages, and you can see that every single day it's positive, positive, positive. Why? I don't need to live in a negative world. I don't care what the media says. I choose to live a positive life. I choose to speak my goals out loud so they become reality. I'm an executive director today in my company because I spoke it out loud, and because guess what? I knew that the only person who's going to get it there is me. However, I need to ask for help so I can figure out how to get there. That's what you got to do. You got to figure out who's leading in the world. You got to figure out what you can do to better yourself, but then you got to structure it around what you're willing and capable of doing. And you'll notice that every day in life, you'll be willing and capable of doing even more than what you are today. That's what you have to get out. And now your kids are going to be watching, so you got to teach your kids to never give up, never give in, keep going. I saw a picture today, or a video today, of a little boy, probably about 2, 3 years old, trying to push a hay bale out the back of a truck. Guess what? He never gave up, and he got that hay bale out of the truck, even though it was bigger than him. That's determination. That's goal setting. You set your mind to it, and that's what you focus on. As Brian always says, I don't want to deal with anybody who says, oh, I'll try that. I don't want to deal with anybody that says, oh, I'll give it a try. Because you're already saying it's going to fail. You either do it or you don't. There's no in between. And that's how life is. In life, you either do it or you don't. You keep the commitment. You keep going. If you want it bad enough, you'll learn that you will sacrifice everything for it. And in a what-if society we have today, it's so easy. Oh, somebody else will do it. Somebody else will take care of all those militaries. Somebody else will. I don't want to. Guess what? That somebody that's going to do it is me. That somebody that's going to do it is you. That way, all those are sitting on the sidelines saying somebody else will do it. That's right. And in the end, we're the ones who get the rewards. If you want to go out and sign more people up to a business, you need to go out and actually truly care about those people. You need to truly care about what they say. And I was talking to somebody else today, and they were sitting there talking about how certain people, they say all this, but then they disappear. Give your personal cell phone number to the people you want to help. Hold yourself accountable for what you are doing. let them hold you accountable also. People will trust you when you trust them. And all these people say, I don't trust anybody. Baloney. Every one of us trusts somebody. Every one of us lives a life to where we need to trust somebody. God created us in pairs, right? Adam and Eve, Adam and Lilith, whatever. But there's two of every animal. Learn to get a workout partner. Learn to keep pushing forward. Learn to not give up. And if you do fall, then make sure if you're looking up, you can get up. Get the right mentors in your life. If you want motivation, I'll give you motivation. You want to go for a run? Let's go for a run. It's called a Boots and Utes run. We're going to go on a Boots and Utes run. But get your head out of the clouds, focus, and conquer. And go forward. And make sure you have a good enough reason. A reason that's so strong that if you give up, you die. I do what I do for my daughter. Because if I fail my daughter, I feel that I have failed in the one thing that means the most, and that's being a father. If I fail at a father, then everything else I've ever done means nothing. That means what my family taught me means nothing. Because the one thing you need to set your reason why for whatever goal you're trying to accomplish is you need that reason why. You need to believe in yourself, and you need to get around people that believe in you. If your friends are negative, get new friends. Tell them to go away. Move on. Do not talk to them. Do not answer their calls. If all they are is negative, 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 wasting your time, get rid of them. If you have every excuse in the world why you can't get rid of them, then you're not willing to participate and move ahead. You're not willing to live your dreams, and somebody else is going to live those dreams that you have. If you're not willing to get away from the negative, no matter how minute, or if all you got is an excuse, then somebody else will get what you deserve. Again, my greatest accomplishment is my daughter, and what I do is for her. But without people like Richard Ullman, without Alan Roman, without Brian Carruthers, Chris Hughes, Melissa Wilder, my daughter, my dad, my family, without all these people, plus so many more, then I don't know where I'd be at today. But I will tell you this, they have motivated me to make sure I tell you just some simple things. Get up, get out, and get doing it. And be grateful for those that are training you. Be grateful for those that are leading you. Be grateful and understand they don't need to do anything. And what they do is they need to be thanked. They need to have the respect that they never asked for, but we're going to bestow it on them because they matter, because what they do makes a difference in people's lives. Anyway, tomorrow I'll do another one, but I'm going to use a whiteboard. I'm going to talk with a couple of my friends on some great techniques you can do. I will tell some books. This is going to be different from daily reflections. But every day I'm going to do my best to motivate you. Or maybe just once a week. I haven't decided yet. But when I put my mind to it and I make a commitment to you guys to always show you something more, to do better by you, then I'm going to follow through with that commitment. Don't ever let anybody waste your time. All right. Again, the reason why I'm at where I'm at today is because of my dad, Rich Ellerman. I don't want to forget a couple good people. I know I'm not telling everybody, but like Ray and Gloria Wilson. Two phenomenal people. And they, they're blessed. And they're great, great people. My teams, the teams that I have today, I love each one of them. They are my brothers and sisters. They are those. I'm not better than they are. They're just new. I'm not faster, stronger, smarter than they are. They just haven't learned everything yet. So when you set a goal, put those goals out there. Set it to where you can reach it, destroy it, go to the next goal, reach it, destroy it, go to the next goal, reach it, destroy it. And eventually you're going to find out that even though it gets boring, and sometimes you find yourself in no man's land between the start and the finish line, you can't see anything, you're going to find out those people are the ones that are going to keep driving you forward because you can see them before you see reaching your goal. You can see those that are helping you before you can see that you're going to accomplish your mission in life. So when I say goal setting, when I tell you about the leaders, the reason why you need to be kind to people and trust people, especially in business, especially to my team, is because when you're in between start and finish, the only thing that's going to get you by is the knowledge, know-how, and the idea, and also the thought that you've helped other people, because now they're going to help you and they're going to keep guiding you on. It's like being in a race and people on the side, yeah, go, go, go. The finish line's up. You can't see the finish line, but you keep going. Man, I can't see the start. Can't see the finish. Can't see the start. Can't see the finish. But there's going, go, 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 go. You helped me out. I will run with you. I will, these people. And so our leaders need that also. They need to be able to run with us. They need to be able to know that we've got their back because they had ours. They don't need or ask or want anything, but they sure as heck going to get it, because you would not be anything without those leaders. Just like I am not anything without those that have helped me today. And I guarantee you, throughout my entire life, I have had people put a boot where it don't shine just to make sure I get motivated and energized. And now that's what I'm going to do for each one of you guys every week. So I'm going to come out with a list of different topics we're going to go over every week to stay motivated, to stay energized. And it's up to you to come back here and listen to it. But I'm doing this because guess what? Somebody did it for me. And I'm passing it on. I'm paying it forward. Each one of you guys is good enough. Each one of you guys can accomplish your mission in life. Each one of you can be better than today, tomorrow, than who you are today. But it does take work. Hard work. Hard work. Blood, sweat, and tears. Get out of this freeloading society crap and go out there and do it yourself, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And if you're like, oh, I'm done, I'm so lazy, great, guess what? Somebody else just did it. And then you wonder why you don't have the job you want. You don't have the income you want. You don't have the education you want. Because every time things got too hard, you gave up. So stop giving up and keep going. Find somebody to help you during no man's land. It is the hardest land to ever be in, because you don't see the front, you don't see the back. All you know is there's a finish line somewhere. So tonight, I'm hoping I motivated you. I owe a big thank you to Rich Ellerman, Alan Roman, Brian Carruthers, Chris Hughes. I owe this to you guys because you guys helped me, and I'm not done yet. I'm just getting started. My name's Jeffrey Jansen. I am from Quincy, Illinois. I am not, as in the words of the great Alan Roman, I am not from New York. I am not from Chicago. I am not from San Francisco. I am not from St. Louis. I'm from Quincy, Illinois. And I'm here to show you that a small town guy like me can get ahead and keep pushing forward. So can you. Don't give up on yourself. If you have to, go to church. Find a Bible study group. Whatever it is to make yourself better. Go back to college. Read, read, read. And you too will accomplish your goals. So this is my introduction to what I'm going to do from now on with goal setting. And we do have a big old whiteboard. As you can see, that is my big whiteboard with several other whiteboards. And we are going to goal set. We're going to read books, and we're going to make sure that whatever you need to succeed, we can find a way of you doing it. Tonight, everybody, my name is Jeffrey Jansen. This is Wednesday, November 2nd, 2016, and I'm just getting started. Who's going to be with me? Who's going to follow me? Who's going to drop off? Hey, talk at you guys later. Love you guys. Jan, I seen you online. Love you and Ray to death. Miss you guys. Love you guys. By the way, Jan, it's always, I'm just so proud, and I love having you as an aunt. You've always been there for me, and I appreciate it. So thank you. For everybody else, let's get going. It's time to get some work done. It's time to do a little bit of CrossFit. If you want to know about CrossFit, talk to me. I'll have my buddy Jay tell you all about CrossFit. Dream big, dream often, and dream more. Until tomorrow, my name's Jeff Jansen, and I got to get building. I'm just getting started.